What's up, everybody? This is the Anime Squad Podcast, episode 57. I am your host for today, Omar.
And this is David.
And this is Josh.
Yes, and as for today, unfortunately, we don't have our main host, Robbie, for today. He won't be here, unfortunately. And you'll have me, and we'll just jump into it. Also, want to mention about timestamps. You know, want to go straight to your show. You know, you'll feel right ahead. In any case, let's start off with Yasuke episode 2. I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting how the after battle happened and all that.
Yeah. Like when I was watching it, Yasuke's it's an interesting anime. I enjoy it. I think it's really unique, but you know, a lot of people are hesitant about it because they were thinking, and I was too, about getting something different. But the actual battle for this episode was intense. Like they destroyed the whole
bar,
the whole building. The whole bar. Yasuke was getting thrown around all over the place.
Yeah, Yasuke in this episode was really he was not there at all.
Oh yeah, man. He's still haunted by his past and all that.
And it still continues too with the whole flashback thing when he like blurs out or he falls asleep. We go back to the past. I like that.
He has like PTSD, so you see that he often just spaces out and thinks about, you know, the traumatic events. And you know, when he had to fight all those generals at once and they were being prejudiced to him, and he was like, well, okay, I'll just take you all on. Yeah, that was pretty badass.
There was a line that he said twice, and it kind of stuck to me. It was like, a servant is like will always be a servant, and like, you know how like it has affected him his whole life, and like to this day it's still there. It's like, yeah, you're a servant of the church. I mean, but you're always gonna be a servant. You can't be a leader, and that's where I'm at as well. I was like, oh damn, okay.
That's a powerful line that he kept repeating because you know. He's been a servant his whole life. Even before he came to Japan, he was a servant. Yeah. So that's just he knows that that's his place in society. So I think about it like this: when you have been under people your whole life and that's your place, and then suddenly, you know, you're on your own, like you're gonna have trouble adjusting, and that's why I find he's having trouble adjusting to like norms and stuff like that. He's pretty antisocial. He doesn't really talk, as we know in the first episode. He kind of just goes to the bar and that's about it.
He minds his own business, and you know, he does whatever he wants, but it's like
he tried to ignore everyone else,
as much as he can, but you know, he stands out from the crowd.
He's much different than everybody else in this little small river town.
So you know, his attention's gonna always grab to him, and but yeah, he got his status tossed all over that bar because, you know, he wasn't there, like David said, and they capture him, man, and we'll see what happens, honestly.
I'm still curious about all the magic and the like transformations and stuff like that. I hope they explain that.
Yeah, because I thought the girl that you transform, I thought it was vampire-ish, but it was literally bear. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's cool. And then obviously the other black guy, he was like a shaman, kind of like with his spirit warriors and stuff.
Yeah, I think what's crazy about, I don't know if we're ever gonna get it actual explanation. Maybe like when the season 2 comes out. Because I doubt we'll get it within these 6 episodes. You get me?
Yeah. Knowing Netflix, like when they do with their original animes, like they always love to test run it to see like if it grabs people's attention. So it's the same case with Castlevania. Like they only had like 4 episodes for the first season.
Yeah, and House Husband as well.
Yes, House Husband also only had 4 episodes. So we'll see if because I've heard a lot of people talk to me about Yasuke already, so it's doing pretty well, and we'll see how how better it goes on throughout the show.
How about you, Josh? Have you been hearing people too about the show as well?
Yeah, I actually have a friend who finished the whole thing, and he said that the first 3 episodes are like kind of odd, but then for the last 3, says like the development of like the world, yeah, it improves, and he ended up giving it like a 6 or a 7. Oh, it's 10.
Okay.
So it's better than the general population things, because man, this show's getting hated on all over the place by the population.
Damn.
But you know, I'm looking forward to. I'm excited about it. It's a really interesting premise.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's done by Western directors and stuff like that. So it's always nice to see.
Yeah, and Mappa's behind all this, so
yeah, the art style is really nice.
So, we'll see, man. Because so far I don't see all that. I don't see the disappointment so far, but
you know,
I could be wrong.
We're only 2 episodes in.
Yeah,
so
I could be wrong. So
yeah.
With that, let's move on to the next show. The Saint's magic power is Omnipotent, episode 5, and yeah, man, we finally get to see Sei, like, you know, flexing her powers.
She's the chosen one.
For real this time.
She is the saint.
And we also find out that the other guy, what's his name? Kyle?
Kyle, yeah. He chose the wrong one.
He knows he chose the wrong one, but he is hell-bent on keeping this girl. He likes this one.
Yeah, you can't trust the Kyle, man.
Can't trust the Kyle? Damn.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like even his dad said it was like, oh, I gotta say sorry for my son because he's an idiot.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of our boy.
Yes, Albert.
This episode a little bit, not very much.
But the little
he was there.
The little bit that he's there, man, he just
exudes the Chad energy.
Yeah,
the Chad energy.
Escorting her to the
like, don't worry, girl, you do great.
Yeah, just to like the next door next to, like literally like a second away, and he's like, oh, I gotta escort you, girl. I was like, come on, Albert, you're so sweet.
what a charming man.
Yeah,
even the maid got.
I know.
What do you call it?
She blushed, and it says like, oh god.
She's like, oh man, he loves her so much.
And it's weird how because we also got introduced to Yuri, which is the grand wizard kind of of the world, and how it was like, oh, I could tell the difference between the 2 girls because Sei's magic sparkles, and I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, but also he's like, I can't read her magic. She's more powerful than me.
Yeah, which I was like, what? and
he says that so nonchalantly, and everyone's like, huh? But you're the grand mage. He's like, she's more powerful than me.
You summoned her. How's that even possible? But yeah, that was cool. I dig this episode. I mean, obviously, at this point, man, I don't think there's a reverse harem. It's just, you know, it's just Albert being charming. I think
at this point it's more of just like one of those relaxing anime that's just like all it is like just trying to make you feel good, because there's no like big ultimate world conflict or anything.
Yeah.
Not Kyle though.
But
not Kyle.
Yeah, not Kyle.
So far there hasn't been anything. We're halfway through the season, so
yeah. Nah, yeah, you're right. The world's becoming more bigger as we go through, and yeah. I'm kind of scared for Sei because, you know, she doesn't want to be in the front lines, but
I know I feel bad for her because she's like, I just want a normal life. You robbed me of my normal life. I just wanted it here.
Yeah.
Right. Like she never asked for this, and now she's like gonna be thrust in the front lines to defend the kingdom. And she's like, I don't even like I care about the kingdom now, but I didn't live here all my life.
Yeah, exactly. And that sucks. Hopefully she doesn't go on the front line. If she is going on the front lines, hopefully Albert's there.
Yeah, although I do want to see more of that the other girl that was summoned with her. Like I want to see like I don't even think she's gotten a single piece of dialogue yet in the whole show.
We got her face and her name.
Yeah, Rosalie. That was the name they gave her. But yeah, I'm kind of curious of where she stands in all this,
because she didn't look confident when she turned around to Kyle.
Yeah, but the Grand Mage said that her actual ability, while Sei's ability in magic is crazy. Her ability in like combat is crazy apparently.
Well, okay.
So that was just a passing line where he was coming to, I think, Kyle's dad, the main king.
Yeah.
And he's Siegfried, and he said, so Sei's magic is crazy, stronger than mine, and Rosa's combat is crazy.
Yeah.
So they both got two different things working for them.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, which one we taking? It's like, at this point, just take both of them. Like you take.
Yeah, I think they said that's what they used to do when two people were summoned. They used to take both and put them both on the front lines.
Yeah, but I feel like in this case, they should put, obviously her, who's fitted for combat, put in front.
Yeah.
And then keep staying in the bag. Keep making those potions and those awesome
to heal everyone, literally regenerate arms.
Yeah, for real. Being God over here.
She's literally God over here. She can regenerate limbs.
But yeah, solid episode, honestly. At this point, I'm like, there's no harem.
There isn't. It's just Albert, dude.
Yeah, it's just Albert. And with that, we move on to the next anime we have. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. Episode 5, and our family keeps growing bigger.
Bigger and bigger. At this point, this show, that's all it's gonna be. Like there's no bigger plot. It's just let's just get more family members.
Yes, more family in here. And who is the new member of our family now?
A ghost.
But she's dead, right?
Yeah, but she's a friendly, nice ghost.
Yeah, it was a funny episode how we got introduced to the ghosts and how she was like, well, I can't leave the factory because I'm bound to it. And I like how they explained that too in the beginning.
Yeah, that was nice how they explained it, because usually when it comes to like supernatural entities in anime, they usually just like gloss over it. It's like it just happens. It's anime.
Yeah. And I like it was like a foreshadowing. It's like, oh, this is gonna be the reason why she can't go.
Yeah, but then we find out that there is a way that she can leave, and that's by possessing someone. So who better to possess than our comic relief character?
Yes, our elf girl who's weak. Who was always crying.
I thought that was really funny, the whole like montage of her just getting like destroyed trying to come out of her because she couldn't leave her body.
Yeah, I know. My favorite one was when they took her flying. I was like, oh, that was a good one, but it didn't.
But I like when she's just sitting in the chair and they're like discussing on how to remove her, and she's just like, help. I
think my favorite part was at the end where she was already going to heaven.
Oh, when they went to the priest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the priest.
The exorcist part.
Yeah. They're like, no, that's not what we want. But yeah, Beelzebub again.
That was funny.
Coming in clutch.
She got summoned. She automatically went into the tub, and they're like, "Oh no, we're trying to save energy." What? Save energy on cold water?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
And I like that foreshadowing too. Like the tub came in handy later on because of the shock.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a new ghost member into the family. Now she is bound to the house of our MC. So
man,
she cannot leave.
So I
she
think
can never leave.
Yeah, she can never leave.
So I think this is the last character from the ending we saw, right?
Yeah, from the opening itself.
Opening too.
Yeah. Also, she's the one that appears on the cover. I noticed with our elf girl and our main girl.
Yeah.
As well. So I think you're right. I think this is the last member of the family.
And now my question is like, where do they go from here? Like now that the family's been fully assembled, like what would be the big conflict you think?
I don't know. Well, she's trying to live a easy life.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have like
more people coming.
Yeah, to like challenge them and stuff like that, because we haven't had many people challenge our main character yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Like not yet, but in a while.
Yeah,
like a few episodes.
Yeah, you're right. Or like something breaks the family apart.
Yeah.
And with that, let's move on to the next anime, Mars Red, episode 5. And a lot happened in this episode. A lot of it was like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, it was. This episode was. This doesn't have to do with the episode, but it was funny because when it first came out, I had to watch it late because the first edition of the subs had them dubbed for some reason, so that was a little funny. Anyways, the actual episode was it was weird. It was a weird one. I felt like we had, we had all those vampires coming in and taking the kids and at the beginning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
that was interesting.
And then that was interesting to see how vampires who aren't quote unquote the good guys behave in the society.
And it's like your typical vampires, like how the high class vampires, like, oh yes, this blood's so fine.
Yeah, and they're like preying on random people and finding them in the street.
Yeah. So there was some interesting characters there, but that don't matter.
Yeah, because our main
they all they got what's coming to them.
Yes, and well, Maida's out of commission, unfortunately, after last episode, falling on conscience, and we get a little background with our favorite girl of the show, how she has like the childhood friend, which is I think one of the vampire units, right?
Is it the guy?
Yeah,
Josh.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so because she briefly mentions like, oh yeah, I had a childhood friend, how we kept mailing each other. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a cool little like tie-in to everybody. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to war and he never wrote back, and she wants to know if he's still alive, and she's like, oh, he's still alive somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a cool little nod to that. But yeah, let's talk about the big thing, the whole unborn, undead, whatever. The first stages of being a vampire, like in that whole hordes of them coming in to Japan.
Oh yeah.
It was like, whoa.
Yeah, they would just toss like the used human in there, and then that's how they would feed. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna like open the doors, and they're all gonna come out.
Yeah, basically open the gates of hell at that point.
Yeah.
And our first vampire group, they try to handle it well. I mean, my man brought a freaking LMG to the party
on a boat.
Yeah, on a boat. And
they felt like a stealth squad and stuff.
Yeah,
they're like, where are they?
There was too many of them, man. So
at first they were like, where are they? There's no one here. It's like everyone's gone. And then once the doors started opening up, that's when hordes of them started to appear.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough ammunition or manpower to kill them all.
Until the military come in, and their secretly new vampire unit comes in, and they're like mech vampires, right?
Oh yeah. Like, we saw the introduction of those guys. Those guys are crazy.
Yeah,
they're like super strong, like cyborg vampires almost.
I mean, that was the old man, the one that he's been planning all along. I thought he was always trying to make the vampire unit that we know stronger, but it was actually that team. And I was like, oh, okay. And it looked hellish, man. I was like, imagine like seeing that.
I thought they were the bad guys.
Yeah, it makes me wonder where our team like sits though. I mean, like we saw the main guy come in and be like to the old man and say, we're dissolving your team. So like I said, it makes me wonder where our small little team fits in with his bigger plan of like all the mechs.
No, yeah, I have the same question too. And then at this point he's gone insane. When we saw him revisit that guy who told us like, hey, disband this stuff, and he's like, pop.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that. How do you like tame them to go back into their caskets?
Yeah,
because they had a cool entrance, but I'm just like, okay, now you guys need to go back. Like, no, that's Unleashed, bro. But
they're like trained like pets almost. It's weird.
Yeah.
Josh, what did you think about Maida? whole thing at the play area when he arrived there and stuff.
Oh,
In the theater.
that character, that vampire, is very. He's gonna be like the final boss, I feel like, because he's in every episode almost for like a cameo. So I thought, like, you know, the whole thing with Maida and everything was symbolic. It was really a very interesting thing. Like, we're understanding that Maida, even though he's human, he identifies more with like the vampires and their culture and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that was interesting too. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, he even struggles to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, there was a shot in the anime. It was like a vial, because I know the general still cares about Maida, and I thought for a moment he was gonna give that to him, but it looked like for his army.
Yeah. This anime, honestly, as it goes on, it's gotten more and more like layers. Like, there's a lot going on in this anime.
Yeah. Like
And you know, I hope they answer all the questions we have, because there's a lot of mystery, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't flow really well.
Yeah.
Like it's like every episode's like its own mini movie.
Yeah, 'cause,
but
like in episode 3 with the old guy, the old vampire, like he had a send off, and I remember that one really well. And then like you have next episode where like a bunch of hordes come in.
yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, like it's getting crazy, and you know, I'm interested to see where it goes, but like I'm wary at this point, because I'm like, okay, we're moving. The pacing seems to be in this show a little wonky.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's a little slow, but there's a lot of information getting pushed into us. You get me?
Yeah, like there's just a lot of world building that's coming, but the actual like story is moving really slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't even mention like Rufus character. Like, he's working. I know he's working. I think he's working for the vampire in the theater. But like, is there someone else that's bigger than him?
Yeah, like we've only seen, as far as we know the vampire in the theater is the strongest one, because we see the masked vampire comment about how strong he was.
Yeah. So.
And then we have all the British vampires that are really strong too. So I don't really know where this is going at this point in the story.
Yeah, man. We're only in episode 5, so
yeah.
I am worried with you, Josh. Like, where does it go? Because if this is like 12 episode anime,
I don't know if they can fit a whole, like, because right now they've just given us a lot of information, and that's about it. There's no like cohesive story really.
Yeah. And we're just putting the pieces together and see if it works.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, because I was still confused in whether Maida and that one chick that was locked up that were actually married, because it seemed like it, because when he went to the theater, that was his first thought about it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if I was wrong or not, but that's what I think so far. But who knows?
It gave that vibe in the first episode, but it wasn't confirmed.
Yeah, it wasn't confirmed until he read the letters that were written towards him, I think, if I remember.
Yeah.
If I could recall. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it showed in this episode, like the letters that he read. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully all these questions can be solved.
Answer my questions.
and with that, we move on to the next anime, Tōkyō Revengers, episode 5.
Damn.
Man,
this is the show, I have to say, that is giving me the most anxiety so far. Whenever I watch it, I'm like, oh my god.
I gotta
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I gotta learn a little bit more about the time traveling thing, because the more he stays in that time, in the present time, the less time he could go back at that time that he used to go back. You get me?
Well, the thing is, when it time travels at the same period of time on both ends of the spectrum. So whenever a day passes in his, it's literally just parallel. It's just a parallel time. There's no like going back and then you wake up exactly where you were when you left, stuff like that. It's literally
that's what's cool about it.
Yeah, when he when he talks to Hina, she's like, yeah, when we were up there, you act weird lately, like whenever sometimes you just like space out and you just avoid me or something, and then he's like, oh, crap, like it's because I'm not there. Like my body's just like kind of moving by itself.
Yeah, it's kind of like more of like an autopilot. Like at that point when he leaves, like mentally, he's like, oh well, we'll go back to how the past was,
my past self was.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting aspect, especially when he came back and he was like,
oh, with the girl.
No, with his job.
Oh, with his job.
Oh my god.
That too. Both of them.
And then he's like, no, I can't cheat on Hina. And then she finds out, and she just like, hopefully that doesn't destroy the relationship.
I know.
I feel bad
I was like, no,
just...
dude, leave. And then I was like, when she said, oh, we'll be here 30 minutes, are you know? And then he's gone. I was like, yes, you did the right thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The whole point is trying to save her, not trying to cheat on her.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh, what a disaster.
He deserves
to the meetup spot, and she meets her, and she's like, and then the girl he was with was like, oh, he got me in my underwear, and he was like, what? She just leaves him, and I'm like, oh man.
I love that. I love the fact that he beats him up. I'm like, yes, you deserve that, even though it wasn't you at that time, but it should be you because you should have remembered this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like too when they're at the meetup, everyone calls her wifey. Oh, it's your wifey.
That's cute, and she doesn't rebuke it or anything.
Yeah.
She just lets it happen. That's cute.
Yeah, she's a strong girl. But
and then you were what Omar said about the girl too, that the one that he was gonna sleep with.
Yeah.
Remember what she was saying too? It was like you didn't expect her what she was saying and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, because she wanted to get with Draken.
Yeah.
And so she wanted to like become more of an adult.
Mature, yeah.
That's why she was doing adult things, because she wanted Draken to notice her.
Yeah, but you know, Draken has so many other problems he has to.
He has to deal with Mikey.
Yeah.
That's it. They might as well be a couple. He's like babying him all the time.
Hey man, I imagine like a big brother, little brother.
Yeah, that's how it felt
scenario.
to me.
Yeah, like just even stuff like when the guy was getting really angry at them because of his daughter being hurt by one of the
yes.
and stuff, and him saying, Mikey, you gotta just show respect.
Wait,
it's our fault.
For you, did it get censored or no?
It did not.
They censored the.
Yeah, when we saw the episode, there was like, you know,
the Buddhist symbol.
Yeah, the churches, you know, the whole controversy of the
Buddha symbol.
Signed. There was like a blur line throughout the
show. I didn't notice any line like that, but I don't remember seeing a Buddha either during the episode.
No, the Buddha symbol. You know, Germany used it during World War II.
Oh yeah, that one. Yes. I know what you mean. I don't. Like I said, I don't remember seeing it, but
okay.
I didn't see a big line across anything, so maybe it showed, and I just didn't notice it.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice. But yeah, back to what you were saying, the father, and like obviously what led up to that was
the gang.
Yes, we get introduced to the gang and like the other members of Mikey's group, and they're up and coming new gang members in that past time, and like someone did some messed up stuff to one of the members' friends, and then especially the girlfriend, the family. And so I was
that was really hearing that was like,
damn.
Yeah, it was tough.
But yeah, like it's getting serious now. Like I said, this show causes me the most anxiety when I watch it, because I'm like, oh man, he only gets one shot at this, because life continues on both ends. So if he messes up and Draken dies, like there's no hope really for it.
And if we obviously see how big Draken is to Mikey, so you know,
if
he fails, then
it went from just saving Hina, which in the long run should be easy, to saving Akun, Draken, and Hina from a certain demise.
Yeah, we'll see who else we got.
Yeah, because like all of this is connected in a way, you know.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. Maybe fixing one thing would challenge the other. We don't know how time works here. Like whenever effects happen.
And I think that's the best part about the show, is like we don't know until it already happened.
Yeah, we don't even know. At least for me, I don't even know how long the show's gonna be. Like on my anime list, it doesn't even show the ending episodes. So like this could be 25 episodes. It could be a long form show, which is interesting because these types of these types of shows, I think, should be long form because they're so complex.
Yeah.
And there's so much going on in them.
Yeah. It'd be a shame if they just rushed it.
Yeah, like it would suck if they just rushed it. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think it's gonna be 25 episodes. So.
Yeah,
there's a couple of shows that I've seen that I feel like time travel shows usually take longer. They have like 24 episodes.
Yeah, like,
yeah, they have more elements in them that need to like ReZero, for example.
ReZero,
25 episodes per season. But in Steins Gate, 25 episodes as well.
Yeah.
So 26, I think. But yeah, time travel shows need more in them because they need to explain everything and have it make sense and have the story as well, which is good. I love time travel shows.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, this ones were super interesting. I love how time travel works in this one. It's really easy to it's not super complex or anything. It's just, you just literally go back in time to the same period you are right now, and then live out your life there. And then when you come back, it's been the same amount of time that's passed.
I like the fact that they show it how they show it too, because it didn't make it difficult. You understand it, like how the episodes went. By the third episode, you finally got the hang of how the time traveling works.
Yeah.
And then
you finally got the hang of how the time travel works. I also like how they show, because a lot of time travel shows, they result in like only the main character is being affected.
Yeah.
But in this one, everyone's being affected on both ends.
Yeah.
So you have like, for example, Akun knowing that he's time traveling because he knew that time had changed midway through his life.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, Hina noticing a sudden bizarre change in personality from our main character as well.
I guess I could give an example too with Erase. Erase never gave us that time travel kind of thing. They had the whole, him going to the past, and when he came to the future, no one realized it, like, oh look, he's not acting like a child no more,
Yeah, like they never. That's why I don't personally like Erase, because they never. The time travel is literally just a plot device. That's all it is in that show. Anyways, that's how you do time travel not so well. But this show does time travel pretty well.
With delinquents.
I'm really enjoying it.
With delinquents.
Yes, with delinquents.
Yeah. Also, it's really cool to see because like delinquent culture is dead in Japan. It's been dead since the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's really in 90s, early 2000s. So it's been it's really interesting to see.
Now it's gangs.
Gang.
Yeah.
Mafia-wise.
Yakuzas and all that. Yeah. Either way, well, we'll see more, and hopefully, we saved Draken, damn it.
Yeah, I really want to say, he's got a good head on his shoulders. Draken is a good man.
Yeah, he's a nice dude.
Yeah, he's a good character, honestly. Yeah, it'll be a shame if he actually died. Anyways, moving on to the next anime.
Wait, hold on. I'm curious how he died, though. I want to actually see how he dies.
Why?
I don't know. I just want to know.
It gave
I assume he just gets in. I'm assuming they just beat him up or something.
I mean, they explain how
they explain it, but I want to see.
Oh my god.
That makes it more effective. All right.
You bastard. Anyways.
All right, continue.
Moving on to the next anime, we have Joran, the Prince of Snow and Blood, episode 6.
Oh man.
No.
When Josh brings oh man,
This show has gone off the rails at this point. We knew it was going to, but like the whole elaborate scheme was just like, okay, all right. Okay,
I felt like it was a heist.
Like how much did you believe all that? That's my question.
I don't know, man. I have no idea. I feel like it was just a cop-out to keep our main character alive. Like, they were just like, oh crap, we can't kill off our main character. Let's just make this super elaborate heist.
And like Josh said, this is moving way too fast to even care about the MC even getting
like it's
dead.
It's flying.
And now that she, I guess they gave her a new purpose, like, we have a happy family with the little girl. I'm like,
live your life.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why? I don't know. This show bugs me.
So the guy, and I guess the what was it? What was his name again? The operator dude or whatever he was, the job assistant guy.
Yeah, the one that was in charge of the girls
assassin group.
It was kind of his episode, honestly. We finally got to see what he does and like the set of skills he has too.
Oh yeah, those moves were amazing.
Yeah,
just for that scene.
Yeah, one little scene.
I will say if anything good comes from the show other than the story and the characters, it's like the actual animation's surprisingly good from a studio that like I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Prior to this, like the animation's really good in the show.
The art style too, the art style with the backgrounds and everything is really it really pops out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the show is just running on a train and they keep putting coal on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's flying and it's to the point where like Omar said, I don't care about any of these characters.
Yeah.
These characters are just nothing to me at this point because they're not even characters. It feels like the director is just like, okay, we gotta get all 3 books done from the story in 13 episodes. It's like, no man, no, don't do that, please.
Yeah, but they're cramming it in, so I don't know how long we're gonna be in book 2 now.
Yeah.
So
I bet you it's gonna be 4, 4, and 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
We'll see. And I really don't care, honestly. At this point,
He's here for the long run.
You just there to watch it.
I'm just there to watch. Every time he puts it on, man, I'm just like, oh, damn it. All right. You guys have any? No, that's it. Next anime. SSS DYNAZENON episode 6. This episode was great, honestly.
This episode was, this show continues to
amaze you.
Not amaze me, but impress me. Like I said last episode about how it's very weirdly written. I enjoy that. I think it's very experimental.
Yeah.
And I'm like every episode I see these characters in and see them just like interact with the world. Like I was noticing this episode how aside from Gauma and our main red-haired villain on the other team, every single person in this anime is unbelievably soft-spoken. Like they never yell. They never even like have like, they're just very like slow to talk, slow to move and stuff like that. And I feel like that's really interesting because I was thinking while I was watching it for 6 episodes, I was like, these characters just act like really human like. and that's why, because they're they act like just normal humans would act like. They're not freaking out all the time. It's not over the top anime.
No, it's not. Not even close. No. It's just like
despite the premise being over the top, it really is. It's surprisingly grounded.
Yeah, literally it's almost the whole episode where they're just interacting with each other. Especially when we got introduced to the other female, Mijima. I want to say. Yeah. She actually got some character development, which was nice to see, and she seems to have like a bit of a dual personality type thing going on, because when she possessed the kaiju, she became like this really cocky, brash woman. But when she's talking to Koyomi, she's very very, like I said, soft spoken and very
that's the neat
caring.
That's the one that's
I felt sorry for him.
Yeah, spending time with the married woman.
I was like, damn.
Yeah,
and she's to blame too, because like he said, she's leading him on, complaining about her husband all the time, and going out with him for dates and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, this literally showed that she's just using him at this point.
Yeah,
just using him from back then too.
So I don't blame him for being like down the dumps and him almost losing a mech piece. So I'm just like, damn, man, it sucks.
I like that Gojum just came. It's like, where is it? Where's the part, man? Where's the part of the mech, man?
It's a good thing there's a GPS system in them.
Let's
go get it right now. Come on.
But even that scene where Koyomi like tackles her and stuff like that, like. Again, this anime subverts expectations, because you think like the villains would just start fighting them as soon as they get tackled, but she literally just like lets him grab it and doesn't do anything, and none of the villains do anything. They just sit there and they're like, what's going on?
The one guy, what's his name? The one with the little ponytail kind of thing. He's like, hey, give it back.
Yeah.
Why you steal it? Give it back.
This show, I feel like, is the only reason these two teams are fighting each other is because of Gamma and the red hair guy on the other team. Like the other guys don't care and they don't want to fight and they're just kind of there for the ride.
No, yeah. So I believe that. Like, and then, like you said, when in the warehouse, like they're just like handling the situation. Like, what the hell is just going on? What just happened?
Yeah, they're like, we don't want to fight.
Yeah,
like
that's not even our intention.
Whatever. Right?
Yeah. No, that was cool. I actually dig that too.
And then our MC too. Our MC wants to know her more, and he wants to help her. The
Minami?
Girl. Minami, yeah.
Minami.
Yeah. When I was watching that scene, I remember with my friend saying, Yomogi, you're overstepping your bounds with her a little bit, because like she's involving him and stuff like that, but then he's like trying to get too involved.
Yeah.
And he's trying to ask too many questions about like being like, I'll have a listen to the private videos, and she's like, no, don't.
Yeah,
right?
that was weird.
At that point I was like, okay, that's a little much, Yomogi. Like, chill out.
I guess because he's not used to it. He's not used to this kind of thing, and he stepped his boundaries, but he didn't mean it at harm. Right?
I know he's just trying to be supportive, and he's trying to get closer to her because she's very mysterious, and he could tell that she's really like depressed.
Yeah, he sees
emotionally and
wrong.
stuff.
Yeah. So this episode actually was entertaining. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's anything I can say about this show, it's, to me, it's very melancholy.
Yeah.
And it's very like, it feels very like sad undertones in everything.
Yeah. Like everyone has like everyone's dealing with their own shit.
Everyone's dealing with stuff. Even when Gauma like assembled all of them, and he was like, "What's wrong with you guys?" And everyone's just down in the dumps.
Yeah, that was a good scene. And I forgot about the last part. I don't know. If
the big reveal.
Yes.
Auntie's coming back.
Yes. Yeah. I wanted to know if you picked that up too.
My friend, I didn't notice it right away because it's been a few years since I watched Gridman, but he told me right away that it was Auntie, and then I remembered him.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh, it is.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Auntie's from SS Gridman. He was a big part.
Yeah, he was one of the kaiju that Akane made.
The hitchman in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he ended up becoming sentient and actually going against her.
Mm-hmm. So now that he's in the picture, I want to know how he got sent there, or like what is the
if it's him.
Oh yeah, that is true. It could be a different.
Yeah, it could be someone else. But I think they did mention in Gridman that he never left. Like regular Gridman and the villain of that show ended up leaving Earth, but Anti was still wandering around.
Yeah, because this is still the same universe as
yeah,
and then now it really shows.
Now that
definitely. If you had any doubts that this was not the same universe, here you go.
Right here. Oh yeah, we got
episode.
We got some fighting too. I forgot because
I love how we at this point we don't even talk about the fighting.
Yeah,
no, the fighting is like is basically just there at this point.
Yeah.
The whole this whole show is a character study at this point.
Yeah, we got the transformation. Yay! It took a while too, but then finally
they cut it.
They finally cut the dinosaur part.
Yeah,
I was like, jeez, finally.
And because they weren't like wanting to like get themselves involved this time, they actually kind of get their butts beaten by the kaiju,
which was fresh to see, for a nice surprise.
Yeah, because we're used to them winning every single time, but this time it's like, oh, they're gonna if Auntie didn't show up, it's over.
Yeah. So
and this time we're getting two of them to work together, the villains.
The
girl and the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, because they have a really strong kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's kind of cool. They should have added that during the beginning, but I guess
I think it's.
I guess it's a bit of a reveal that they can do that. They can work together to possess a kaiju.
Yeah.
Because we needed it at this point too, because they were showing Mujinia, is that her name?
Oh yeah,
forget.
Mujina.
Yeah. They showed her kind of having that dual personality, weird, bizarre change when she possessed the kaiju herself.
Yeah.
Kind of being like very cocky and brash and be like, I'm gonna get them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they did. I'm glad, even though they didn't explain the two people, possessing one kaiju, it kind of makes sense because that kaiju is really strong, so they need multiple people to control it.
It's kind of like how, you know, our main group, like they're all working together. Why can't the enemy team do the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully we get the whole squad to work together.
Who, the enemy team?
Yeah, that might be like the final battle or something.
Yeah. I can feel that, and we'll see, and we'll see if Auntie's the original Auntie or new Auntie.
Yeah.
And with that, we move on to the next anime. We have Vivy Fluorite Ice Song, episode 7.
Damn, this episode confused me in the beginning.
This episode felt like a tone shift.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I was lost with Vivy. I was like,
yeah, her personality's completely different.
I was like,
but I feel like they did that really well because obviously where we left off last episode, like she was broken. She was gone.
Yeah.
So so for them to to tell us, oh, this is what happened.
Yeah, we didn't get that towards like almost the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all of that was like answered towards the end because we noticed that that they didn't even say how much years. It's just time has passed since she had that happened to her. And she rebooted to a different personality, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, which got rid of her memories.
Yeah, it was very bizarre watching that at the beginning, but it, you know, a good thing I like about the show is the way it's written. It's written in a way that it gives you information, but then answers it later with dialogue.
Yeah.
It's not like it has to explain everything right away. It kind of throws it out. Like they answered the reason why Vivy was a completely different personality like near the end when she's talking to Matsumoto and she's like, they rebooted me and I don't remember any of my old memories.
Yeah, which was crazy because how confident she was to be like, I want answers.
Yeah,
damn
she's
I like her sassiness.
Yeah, her new sassy personality.
She's sassy and brash now, and it's like, I'm the best now.
Her snaps, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
answer me.
Putting the diva and diva, you know.
Tell me.
She's got a sassy personality now.
Yeah.
It's refreshing to see because like, not that I was getting tired of the monotone robotic way of her speaking, but it's nice that they gave her a new personality and then explained it.
Yeah. No, yeah, I like that too. It was like, oh, okay, this is cool, and I dig her new personality, and I wonder now that she's kind of getting back her old Vivy memories, how she's gonna act.
I feel like she's gonna keep both in a way, since it's her, you know. At this point, unless she deletes it off her. But at this point, no.
We'll see in this arc because in this new arc we get introduced to Ophelia, another diva.
Oh yeah, she's and we, you know, at the very end they find out that, you know, sadly she's the first AI to kill herself.
Yeah,
which is unbelievably surprising that an AI could get to that level of like
stress.
Their brain power can get to that level of where they are wary of their sentience.
Yeah, I wonder like why. Like, I mean, obviously we're gonna get answers to that next episode, but like, it's interesting, like, because that is a concept I never heard of. Like, maybe like robots suicide themselves. So I'm like,
yeah, like it's never explored even in other forms of media where they talk about AI.
Yeah,
I've never seen, because usually robots, they just get injured and they don't feel pain or anything like that. So to imagine a robot killing themselves and knowing to do that is weird.
Yeah.
For an example, maybe Nier Automata.
What happened in Nier Automata?
The little robots are sentient in a way too, because they know if they're gonna die by a suicide.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I see. I never played Nier Automata. Unfortunately, I have the game. I need to play it.
I'm in the same boat.
There's multiple endings to that game too. There's a lot of death to that game.
Yeah, I heard it's a really good game, but it's sad. It's a sad game.
It is a sad game.
Well, yeah.
So it had the similar kind of thing so it brought up in my mind how much AIs evolve in general.
Yeah, like,
other than just being regular AI.
I also want to mention like what's also evolving is the opening.
Oh yeah, that opening was awesome.
Yeah,
they got a new song.
It was really cool.
Right? It was a new song,
you know,
and like also when you see the AIs, they now have human faces.
Yeah,
like because they always do the shot of all the AIs, like, you know, being like worked on and stuff, and they look like dummy drones.
I'm glad that they, back to the OP thing. I'm glad they changed the OP because they changed the OP right when her personality changed too.
Oh yeah.
So now we're getting all new diva personality shots with her, like with her snapping.
Yeah. Oh, one thing, Josh. How do you like her diva look with the white dress?
It's lovely. Every episode every episode she gets more fans. She looks lovelier and lovelier. Like Wit did an amazing job of making her look so good.
Like I'm falling more in love with.
I'm falling in love with an AI.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. We'll see in next episode with how
they gotta stop the suicide.
How Diva's gonna handle Ophelia. I mean, she's already interacted with her, so.
Yeah, and also how she's gonna handle Matsumoto too, because she doesn't remember him, so it's like a whole new relationship now, and Matsumoto has no interest in really helping her at this point.
Yeah,
it's weird because he was acting different too, but in a way where he's ignoring what she was saying in a way too. It was funny though at the same time.
Yeah, it was very funny. Like the later half of it, those two.
It was because he deems her, he has his mission, so he deems her not able to do the mission anymore, not able to help him because she had her error when the doctor committed suicide and she had to be rebooted because her mission was failed.
Yeah.
So, like, back then, basically Matsumoto just gave up on her because she wasn't able to handle it.
Yeah, and I think he just wanted to I kind of save her. Like, let her be the diva. But obviously,
yeah, I think that's why he came in and saved her in the first place. Omar, you're right. Yeah. Because he wanted her just to continue on, and he go find someone else to do his mission, or do it himself because now his technology is kind of more understood.
Yeah,
I have a feeling he can't let go of her. Eventually, he's gonna have to come towards her again, no matter what.
We'll see.
Because I feel like she's always gonna be the center of what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, like even when she was talking today to him, she was like, he was like, "Oh, I don't need you anymore," and she's like, "What are you talking about? You dragged me into this. You opened the box, so now I have to be with you because you opened up all those unseen memories.
Yeah.
If you never did that, then I'd be fine."
Yeah, I'll live my past timeline.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I can't wait. This show always impresses me every episode, so I can't wait for more.
Yeah, this show is sleeper.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Very
It's a
much
sleeper.
so.
Same with DYNAZENON. Both are sleepers, but both are really good.
Yeah, so can't wait. And also another anime I can't wait. To Your Eternity, episode 4, man. So obviously we had that climactic battle of episode 3, and now we get to see the aftermath of where our characters go on. And I was very mad how the old lady that was in the village, she's just a prisoner. She's a nobody. She's not even a shaman. And I was like, oh, like, you bastard.
Yeah.
I was mad, dude. I was like, you caused all this, but like I at the same time, like, it's not your fault, but still,
it's just their dumb tradition that they have, and it showed with that. It's that woman that's perpetuating everything.
Yeah.
Threw them in prison, everything like that. Like, that's just their dumb tradition that they have to own that land.
Yeah.
We found out that they want to own the land, so that's why they keep doing this, to keep them under their boot almost.
And like brainwashing
to pretty much control them.
Yeah, it sucks, and especially like
when they make it to the place.
Yeah, when they get to the town, and like March, she's like, oh, I wanna tell my mom and dad I'm good, and like it's hard because she doesn't know where she lives. Like, she knows where the land she lives, but like the exact location,
the land. There's no addresses or anything like that.
It was funny because that was like, oh, the land you're saying is pretty much the whole country of United States.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's a map. They showed us the whole United States and stuff. They all have X's and stuff. I was like, damn. How would you find your family?
Yeah.
But it was touching. It was a touching scene with her. With like,
she's just adorable.
Yeah,
man.
she's a ball of sunshine, man.
I know, she's so like, man. She just miss positive over here.
Yeah.
No matter the situation.
Yeah.
And I also love the big sister character too. She's such a badass. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was surprised we got backstory with her and like how
her sister.
Yeah.
Her older sister.
Yeah, and how she swore to not let it happen again.
Yeah. So
because
like,
of
it makes
what
sense.
happened before.
It makes a lot more sense. Like it already made sense before, but it makes absolutely sense that like she will save March from that sacrifice tradition because she don't believe it. This is what killed my sister. So that was cool, and obviously she is a badass when she was climbing that wall and gonna save March.
Climbing the wall, she making the weapons and stuff like that. Like man, she's awesome. Great character.
Yeah, and also I'm saving the best for last. Our alien who got a name now, Fushi. That's what March calls him, and that's what I'm gonna call him as well.
It means immortal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Fushi,
I like how Fushi ends up transforming as a boy.
Yeah.
Because he looks at the water. I was like, damn, you got back again.
It was sweet, man. Alien doesn't forget, man.
He never forgets.
The aliens. The alien learned. We saw he learned thank you last time. He learned it hurts now.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah.
And he just keeps repeating it over and over again.
But it now if it made sense, and when the scene with the bear, where like it felt like the bear was talking at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, it hurts. It hurts.
They paid respect to it in a way too.
Yeah, March taking care of it, and that was emotional, man. I was like, damn, man.
Like, hopefully, I come back to my parents, and like, you know what? I shouldn't be talking about this. I was like, don't hit me with that, girl.
Yeah, I know. It's very. This show's heating up too because now that the bear is gone, like they have to make their move now to escape.
And I'm like every episode, I'm scared to see what happens next.
Oh man, yeah. Again, this episode, the second one that causes me the most anxiety when I watch it.
And I'm kind of glad this anime is here because it's a different take of like we're used to coming like action or like mystery, but like this is like very emotional and like
it's one of the like most methodical, slow development stories because it's basically you're taking an alien and developing him from nothing. And now this alien's learning like human interaction, and it's most animes are like we're gonna move through it pretty fast. He's gonna learn how to speak within like the third episode, but this one's like he knows like 4 words.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't know how to eat properly and stuff like that. So they're really taking their time with developing our main guy.
He literally bit the wood.
Oh,
and it was bleeding, man.
Stick?
I was like,
Hey man.
Yeah.
I know, but he learned. He learned.
He learned right away. That hurt it.
Yeah, it's also sad to see how they were like abusing him by making him go into these dog fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was tough, man.
Just to see how like immortal he is, and that's how he learned it hurts from the guy who he
finally has a sense of pain in a way.
Yeah.
And it's cool too because like I don't remember him ever popping a spear, the alien, like that. So like it's learning how to like
manipulate
weapons
and
like,
everything. Everything surrounding around him.
Yeah.
He's learning how to fight as well because he has to now. Or also just because it's causing him pain, so he has to learn how to defend himself.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I can't wait for next episode. At the same time, I always wish for the best, but I can never know with this anime.
Yeah,
we don't know when the tearjerker hits us again.
Yeah, so we'll see. And with that, we move on to the next anime. My Hero Academia, season 5, episode 7. Match 3. The third battle happens between.
I don't even know what to say about this at this point. It's pretty much all you need to say about this anime is that match 3 is happening.
Yes, match 3 is happening. Toriyoki is gonna show his skills against I want to say the main guy from Class B, Mudman, and his cool power to soften things up.
Weird ability, but yeah.
I mean, it's interesting how they used it. I like.
There's a lot of weird abilities that I think, like, how did you get into the school with that crummy ability? Like the mushroom one. Like, how did you get into the school with that mushroom ability? Like,
yeah, because when you look back at season 1, like the test they had to do, and I was like, how did you take out that giant robot?
Yeah, with mushrooms, dude. Unless you
like your best ability is like to give them poison in their lungs. Oh, grow mushrooms in your lungs. So how you do that with the giant robot?
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh man.
Like it questions. But yeah, just match 3 is happening, and we get to see Ida finally do something, and we saw how he got his new pistons.
Yeah, he took out his mufflers.
Those weak ass ones. Let's get some new ones. Yeah. Those chromy ones. Nice. And we get Todoroki's dad.
For a bit.
Yeah, being a hero this time.
Yeah.
Being a hero and trying to form a relationship with his son again.
With his son, yeah. And
adding him on his phone.
That was funny. He's trying to be a father.
Yeah.
Because before he was being an ass.
It might be a little too late though, buddy. Like you spent 15 years being just the worst person ever to your kids, and now you want to be a dad. Like, oh man, it might be a little too late.
He's giving a shot, man.
It's funny because
I know he's trying his best.
It's funny, we got 3 animes about like dad's not doing a good job.
Yeah.
and this one is literally trying his best compared to the other dads.
No, yeah, very much so. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the battle did not finish. How did it end?
Oh, and then also he had Endeavor had a different look. I guess since he was the mean looking character, now he looks like a hero this time.
Yeah. They changed him. His flames aren't as bold as they were.
Yeah, that's true. But I miss his flaming mustache.
Oh, jeez.
I had to bring it up, man.
All right.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
My hero's my hero.
Pretty much it.
And Deku's like worried about his friends, of course.
Yeah.
When is he not worried about his friends?
He's either worried about his friends or he's taking notes.
Yeah. No, he's excited.
And then Uraraka is again just, I love Deku.
Yeah,
that's her personality.
Yeah. I was like, oh, everybody doesn't love Deku except for Deku. But yeah, we will see what happens in the conclusion of this battle, hopefully. And with that, we move on to the next show, right? Next show, or
feels like an anime.
Feels like it.
Invincible, episode 8.
Final episode.
The final episode.
Jeez, this episode.
What an episode!
Holy
smokes.
Insane. All right, I know
that was. You know how we were talking emotions? There was emotions in this one. It was a roller coaster in this one.
So all right, I just want to give a fair warning. I know we technically spoil a lot, when we do our podcast. But if you haven't seen episode 8, I really recommend you watch it first and then come back and hear what we have to say.
Yeah, everything's timestamped, so you can just skip over this part.
Yes,
but this show, man.
Yeah, with that, let's just go into it, man. It was insane how Omni-Man, we finally know the reason why he did all that.
And I can't fault him, man. It's hard to what he did. It was really bad, but at the same time, his planet itself is like, I don't know.
That's how they were raised.
Yeah, that's how they were raised.
Yeah, like they're just psychopaths, basically.
Yeah, they're psychomaniacs.
Their goal is to conquer the world, and they want to make a perfect race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty messed up. It's literally Thanos and his people.
Yeah.
That's how I take it as, and it's insane. Because obviously Omni-Man's trying
to get his son to leave this planet to tell them, hey, let's make this world, this universe.
Let's go join Voltramite. And he's like, dude, no, Dad, this is my home, man. This is all I know. And
then his displays of trying to get him desensitized to it.
Oh damn.
Oh, that train scene. Oh,
that was okay. I never expected that. That was unbearable.
Yeah,
like
through the whole episode, we were silent as birds. Like,
yeah,
not birds. Like, I don't even know. Silence at dead people, man.
Because it's insane. It's insane how Omni-Man had to go far to the examples, I guess, and like that kind of like I never thought of that. I never like, yo, let's just put Mark in front of the subway and him accidentally murder everybody in the train. Like what?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
that's so psychotic, like messed up.
Yeah,
and
man.
like even at the end when he's like beating up Mark and he says to him, if you want to defy me, it's okay. What's 17 more years? I can start over again.
Yeah,
there was a lot of things that hurt.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that Omni-Man said that would never, ever like get back.
I felt like I was Mark in that moment, and I was getting destroyed.
For real.
I was so angry. I was like, you cannot be serious. Like even Omni-Man says, like, I caused this because I raised you as an Earth dweller. Like, yeah, like if you just raise Mark to like hate, like if you just brought him to space right away or whatever, then you wouldn't have this problem. But
damn,
because you raised him and you fooled him into believing that this was his life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're just gonna be like, this is your destiny. I'm gonna take it all away from you. And if you don't believe, and if you don't want to come with me, I'll just murder you and start over again.
I'll murder you and I'll murder this whole planet while I'm at it.
I think
like, oh my gosh,
it was so difficult too, because towards the end they make you the story itself is like, I get he's an alien and he actually he was growing feelings for this this planet and stuff, his wife and of course Mark, that he couldn't, I don't know, his
human side,
he started learning about humans, but his Viltrumite side was just overpowers him. He's willing he's not willing to stop.
At that point he was like, he wasn't thinking at that point, he just wanted to leave this planet. But Mark, of course, you know,
and honestly we don't know how long he's been alive, since Viltrumites could live forever apparently.
And like how many thousands upon thousands of years.
How many planets he's destroyed, how many aliens he's murdered and
we technically saw it.
We saw one, but we don't know how many, dude. That's what's
he took down the planet.
No, I know, but how many planets?
That's the thing.
How many solar systems he's been like doing that? So it's like it's numb to him.
Also, I'd like to mention how we found out that when a Viltrumite gets, like, has a duty to like destroy or conquer one planet, they're gonna do it forever, and it's very odd for them to leave without finishing their mission.
That's the thing with Omni-Man. I feel like he has somewhat of a human attachment to this planet that he left.
And obviously like the scene that makes us think that it's a great scene with the baseball game. Like he's like, I'm like, why am I here? Like, this is pointless. This, like, I could do so many better things right now than watch my son play baseball. And then that moment where like when Mark hits the home run, and it's like, I genuinely like felt that. I was like,
and then his wife's like, this is what we live for. Like, this is their true being here, to watch these moments, not to, not for something really big and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These voice actors or these characters.
Phenomenal job. Mom,
they hit you.
Mark, and Omni-Man. They do a fantastic job. I believe them 100%.
And even the director, what's his name?
Oh, the rating guy.
Agent,
No,
like, even though he's an ass, but he's not a complete ass.
He's a good guy, but he just is like, he's for the mission. He's kind of like Omni-Man's like antithesis. Like, he just is. He's for the mission, but to save Earth. Like, he's willing to
at whatever cost.
Pretty
at
much.
any cost. Right.
Yeah.
Like, even taking a broken Mark and being like, well, we need him to save us from Omni-Man.
Yeah. It's just insane. And obviously, the Guardians of the Globe did not show up because they were gonna get murdered.
I'm glad they didn't get shot. I didn't want to see more death after all we saw this episode.
I was like, they should have came out when they were destroying like different locations in the.
I mean, they did.
The kind of towards the end, but I meant during when that was happening, I would have just went out there to just help the people.
That
was a lot of death. People on the mountains, people in the cheese.
There's one in Detroit. Was it?
Yeah,
No,
Chicago.
Chicago.
Committing genocide here.
Yeah,
against
man.
the human race.
And I was feeling so sorry for Mark when he was trying to save that building, but the building was crumbling around him, and he had
and then everyone just dies in it, and he tries to save that woman and her child, and then it just falls, and then he pulls out the arm.
Yeah,
that's it.
Like it gave me a like episode 2 when he tried to save that old lady. Like it's like he's still like you could try, Mark, but
you're not gonna save
he's just
everyone.
one guy, man.
He's just one guy. And the line I got to me was like obviously the end where he's like in 500 years, Mark, what would you have? Like you have nothing. And then Mark dying like in his last breath, almost looking like he's like, I'll have you, Dad.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It became a meme. The whole Mark thing became a meme. Yeah. But that's actually a really powerful line because, Mark, it's also really like a messed up scene because you see Omni-Man covered in blood, and then you hear and then you just look and you just hear Mark's faint like wheezing.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
It's, okay, yeah. It's tough, man. That really got to me, man. It was like very emotional, and that's all I was like, oh, god damn it, man.
And that's why I think he just left. He was like, it was hard for him to even try to kill him or anything.
He didn't want to kill Mark. He just all he wanted was Mark to join his side. He was willing to do it, but even like when Mark was talking to that alien guy on the moon, like even he said like it never happens where a Viltrumite leaves the planet after with not conquering it.
So I wonder what's gonna happen to Omni-Man.
I think Omni-Man will come back.
Yeah,
but he'll come back with
his group.
Vengeance.
Nah, I don't think the Viltrumites would come back.
You don't think
or
so?
If anything, they're gonna try to kill him because I don't think he'll be able to go back since he didn't conquer his.
Because he's technically weak now, right?
Yeah, he's weak technically.
Yeah, you might
just
be
like he said to his son. He's weak for being with the weak people. He technically called himself weak by leaving the planet.
Yeah, you're right.
So
without conquering it,
conquering. So we'll see what happens.
Well, there was a lot of leftover stuff that they didn't come to tackle with, obviously, with the aliens and Mars, and then back home.
Oh yeah, I forgot that thing happened until they showed it there with the whole alien invasion.
It's great. It's great how they brought that up. It's like, hey, there's a lot of unsolved things we have to cover. And I was like, oh, okay, now
we're getting 2 more seasons, boys.
Yes, love to announce
Confirmed.
2, not 1 but 2 seasons. So we're guaranteed a season 2 and a season 3. How long? We'll have to see, but I'm very excited for these seasons to come up.
Yeah,
and
I'm surprised this season was 8 episodes. So that's such a odd number to leave off on. That's a really weird number of episodes to leave off.
But you got to think of it as well. There were like 45-minute episodes, so we got good enough content.
You got a chunk of it.
I mean, hopefully, maybe next season we get more, and we still keep that same length. Because honestly, when you're watching the episode, it don't feel that long.
I actually like the episode that long.
Yeah, I know, it's great. It's fantastic. And
I'm used to it because I watch reality TV, so I'm used to long episodes like that. It just felt like mini movies every single time you watched it.
This one
so much packed in each episode.
Most definitely. And with that, we want to give our ratings.
Wait. Also the side characters too. The friend.
Like William
and
Eve and his
and Amber.
Yeah,
and of course the Guardians too. We'll see how they change later on, because I feel like Rex is he's still dumb, but
he's becoming more of a better person than he was.
Like a team
and
player.
the Guardians are working together now and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll see how their teamwork grows next season. And with that, let's give our ratings, man.
Our ratings.
Who wants to start? Who wants to start their rating?
You go, man.
Me? All right, since I'll go. And honestly, I'm like everyone else on the internet. This first episode shocked me. I think it shocked the whole world at this point. Of how, it just looks like your kid's cartoon. Something you'll watch on, Cartoon Network with like Justice League and all those stuff.
There was no blood in the first episode until that scene.
Until the last 15 minutes, it's like, like
until the title, this title screen came out.
Yeah, it turns to a whole different show, which is probably the best twist ever. And ever since that, it's just it keeps hooking you, man. It keeps hooking you every episode, whether it be big or small, and like you just want to just click onto the next episode. It does a great job. Omni-Man, obviously, great character. Mark and his mom, and all those characters I won't forget, and all the things they said in the show is just, it was a great first season, honestly. For Amazon to have this is awesome. And with my rating, man, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, man.
All right.
9 out of 10, man. I can't wait for more, honestly.
Right.
Oh, yes. I would like to, since Robbie's not here, unfortunately, he did give his piece on this show. So I will read that to you. And in Robbie's words, I give Invincible an 8.5 out of 10. Season 1 is really a really great start to the show. And I really love the characters, especially Mark, Robot, and Eve. Though Omni-Man is the most interesting and is overall a great twist villain type character by the end of the first episode and so on. Cannot wait for season 2. So yeah, we're like almost there in the same boat. I wish he was here, but you know, things come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to talk about the show specifically.
Yeah, I know. So we'll see on season 2.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
When I went into the show, I was expecting like a superhero show, and I'm not a big superhero guy. I'm not, I find a lot of the stories are the same, but what I got was a really good deconstruction of the superhero genre. I got, a great secret twist villain that is a superhero for 90% of the show before becoming a villain. And I got some really nice character interactions. The only thing that I would change is I would make the dialogue a little more fluid in this show. Like I found there was a lot of moments where the characters, they didn't really feel realistic. And I know it's a superhero show, but realistic dialogue goes a long way for engagement. But overall, I was pretty impressed. I went in with like zero expectations to the show, and I ended up getting a pretty nice deconstruction of the superhero genre, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5
nice.
Out of 10.
Nice. Okay. What about you, David?
For me, I enjoyed the characters. I didn't have issues as much with characters other than one guy, but we'll see how he changes off later on.
Talk about Rex.
Yeah. We got development with Robot, and that was cool. I enjoyed Robot.
Yeah.
Throughout his whole journey too. Omni-Man, Mark, and of course the mom too.
Yeah, mom.
Throughout the and how do I say? The show's animation hopefully builds up even more. I'm not saying the fighting scenes, but occasionally the movement on some characters. I don't know. It's just me picking on characters, but
I have to agree with that too. I found the movement with characters was a little bit. When you watch a lot of anime, you're used to like really fluid motion. So I'm not used to Western style of.
No, I don't like when it came to the action scenes. I think it does way better.
Yeah.
With feeling the impact of the fighting scenes, because the fighting scenes were amazing.
Yeah.
I wish a lot of animes had that type of fighting scenes where you felt the oomph, just like in Jujutsu Kaisen, you felt the punches or when they smacked them or like stuff like that, or when they collided on the floor or stuff like that, you felt the movement. And this show had a lot of that, but at scenes like regular scenes, that they need to fix them a bit. But other than that, the show was great for what it was. I enjoyed it, and good thing I managed to make these guys watch the show.
Yeah, we jumped in late, and I wish we would have watched it last week to finish it up like everyone else in the internet. But better late than never, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it an 8.5 as well.
Okay. So obviously, if you can't tell, great show. Hopefully you watch it and then you'll be excited as us for season 2.
Yeah, forward to that.
Yeah, so with that, we move on to the next anime or show, whatever. High Rise Invasion, episode 11. Where do I start? We see Yuri defend herself again with the student council. No, the student mask guy with the knives.
Him. Yeah, she went to save that girl last episode. We got kind of a cliffhanger.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
But yeah, we see now with this episode, we're coming up to the end. We only have one episode left. Of the show,
and it's basically like setup, right?
It's setting up for a big climax between Yuri's side and the other guy, the villain side of all of the masks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's we see sniper mask.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting more and more of his like his humanity back.
Yeah.
That was taken from him and stuff like that. It's basically just building up. And, we're getting factions and stuff.
It was just a big setup episode to the final episode, I guess.
Yeah, next episode is going to be the crazy one.
Yeah, because we got introduced to the Great Angel, which was very interesting.
Oh yeah, very very bizarre character. Him.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see how our group tackles him, because he looks super powerful, super crazy.
Yeah.
I thought during when we were watching the show, I thought you were gonna say it's like the guy from JoJo, part 5, the guy the main villain,
Diavolo.
Yeah, Diavolo. You know how he had a younger form, kind of like his different personality.
But that's not his fault. That's because of what our main
or hit. He was hidden and stuff.
Yeah, he reduced his true form in the mask itself.
Yeah,
so it's not his fault. But yeah, no, I can see why you would compare those two. But yeah, just a big setup episode. Yeah, we'll see the final battle, I guess, and not much to say. I kind of wish there was more in this episode, honestly.
Yeah, I don't like this show. I want to see how it ends, because this show has been very kind of wonky.
Yeah.
In storytelling. Mm-hmm. So I hope it just has a good payoff at the end here. Like Omar said, the show was the big setup episode for the final battle.
Yeah.
So I just want to see a good payoff. I want to see them get out of this world. I want,
yeah. I don't know if it's gonna end, but we'll see where they leave off. Maybe for a season 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm kind of skeptical about that. Anyways, on to the last anime. We have Dragon Quest Dai, episode 31, and man. David, too hype.
Dad and Dai together, fighting it off.
You thought we were done talking about dads and sons. No, this will be the last one we talk about. And man, Dai pulls all the punches.
Oh yeah.
He
surprised them too a couple times.
Yeah, man. This whole fight was insane. I wish Robert was here to express it with me. But yeah, man, it's just how Baron was he was basically holding back in the beginning. He was holding back because he's still trying to convince Dai to join him and stuff.
It reminds me of another guy.
Yeah, it reminds me of another dad. but damn, man, there was amazing animation moments where you're fighting up close. It felt like Dragon Ball Z. In many parts, man. And just man, I love his Baron's big attack with his basically Kamehameha wave, kind of, but how his hands are are dragon mouths, and it has that big payoff of a dragon actually releasing it. I thought it was very cool. I thought it was very awesome.
The fight was pretty crazy. I enjoyed it. At times, they had to bring the CGI. I was like, no, go back to the 2D. It's not that bad, but I liked how the fighting scenes were with the 2D and stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
So I was kind of disappointed. It was towards the middle part, I guess, but they went back to the 2D, so I was like, yes. So glad. But yeah, Crocodile still suffering down there.
I don't know how Crocodile's still alive, man. They were taking forever to heal that man.
Yeah, man, from that whole damage that the dad of the eye was doing. Jeez.
Yeah, he had a big hole, and then like he came clutch for a bit. He was like, "No, you're not gonna attack. You're not gonna attack Die." And then he's like, "Crocodile, let me go. Come on."
And then we get Hyunkil also trying to get up in the fight too. But
yeah, they're setting up for like maybe a surprise attack against Baron. So that'll be cool. And then apparently Pop's dead. He's kind of dead right now.
No, he is dead.
No, we'll see because.
I know. No, right now he's dead.
Yeah. So Pop did die.
Yeah, Pop, his heart stopped.
Yeah, so he's dead right now. But we'll see with Leona with her
rezzing. She's rezzing.
Yes, but has a slow chance of probability to bring him back. And my question is Gomichi all right? Because he ain't moving, man. BP, man.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I can't wait, man. If we get, I don't know if we get more fighting. I feel like it will be the conclusion to this.
To that battle.
Yeah. This time, and we'll see the surprise attack.
I'm gonna guess that Hyunkil is gonna get him with the spear, because I think the spear itself has the demonic. What was it?
Oh, like the draconic era.
Yeah.
Or aura. Because like when he tried to do the Avon stride, his sword broke. Like that sword's been with us forever. So for it to break, it was like, damn.
And I think Hyunkil's the outfit and the weapon itself is actually what do you call it?
You think it has that? It could hold that power of dies?
No, well, that it has the ability to cut Baron. But who knows?
Yeah, well,
you know what? I don't know.
Well, who knows, man?
Who knows?
Hopefully, my theory was kind of like maybe he chucks the spear at a Die, he uses the spear and get one good blow.
Yeah, because at first I see him with his sword, his regular sword. Who knows? He might use his sword, whip him, and then grab him.
We'll see. But yeah, I always excited to see Dragon Quest Die. And with that, we wrap up the animes, and with that, we move on to
just news.
First off, gaming news. A really big one that came out this week. Sony Interactive Entertainment announces partnership with Discord. So that is huge. So
that's crazy, because Discord was like, it really goes to show, because Discord's been around for a while, but they've always maintained like a sense of community, like player base type of thing. Like no big corporation was running them, they were doing it all themselves and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So to hear like Sony bought them out, it's like, are we gonna get changes to Discord now? Yeah, are we gonna what's gonna happen?
No, yeah, I'm kind of terrified to see what happens to Discord itself, but I just know with this big move that Sony did, I know they're gonna implement in their PlayStations and all that stuff.
Yeah, to me, I think maybe we're gonna have a cross-platform kind of thing where we could talk to someone on PC, maybe
on the PlayStation.
Yeah, or on the phone. Yeah.
And
like Discord would be implemented directly into instead of
the regular chat,
PlayStation lobbies, it'll just be Discord.
Yeah, that's what I feel like it will be now with this, but it won't be right away. In due time, probably.
Yeah,
probably by next year.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure maybe the smart TVs of Sony's, they'll have Discord too if you want that.
We'll see what Sony does with this.
Yeah, man. So
they're partnering with them.
Yeah, so it's not right away, and maybe expect it in a year too to see how this all comes together. But very exciting. So we'll see what happens between them. Next gaming news, we have Skullgirls second Encore DLC character announced, and her name is Umbrella. But wait, don't we already have an Umbrella character? Jeez. No, this is a whole different character.
I like her animations; they're really cool. It's her umbrella's like a sentient.
Yeah, it's the demonic one, and she's like, "Oh, calm down." I kind of wish they showed gameplay, but being Skullgirls.
We'll probably get that soon.
on.
You know, seeing her like combos and stuff like that.
Yeah, and but yeah,
I think she was a background character, so I feel like maybe later on we're gonna just keep getting background characters.
Yeah,
into
they have so many characters in their background, and a lot of people are like, "Ooh, that's a cool."
Or in
character.
the story too, as well.
Yeah.
Because I know she was also with the background of Big Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, back on the beat. So, we'll see what kind of gameplay she has. Honestly, kind of combo she does, and you know,
It's nice getting more characters for the
yeah.
game.
And plus, it's our first
Yeah.
little girl character, I guess, like little child playable character. I don't know. I'm just saying. So
it's interesting. I'm glad you know, Skullgirls is something I've always been interested in. Never played, but always been interested in it. So
okay.
maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a great game, man.
When did we started playing, Omar?
Man, what was it like? 20?
I think I played it in college.
I did too.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
This game's been out for a while.
Yeah,
And that was the base one.
Yeah, I think they announced it like on 2012. The game itself. So
okay.
it's been years.
Yeah, so it's still surprising to see that it still gets support, and then obviously they have the mobile version of the game as well.
Yeah, I stick to the actual fighting game.
Yeah, hey man, the mobile game's also a fighting game.
I stick to the console version or PC version. All
right. So with that, we move on to the next news. Oh yes, our weekly King of Fighters news, and this time we got two characters. We got Ryo and Roberto joining in the roster, and they will be our Art of Fighting team with King. I'm actually excited of Ryo's new his new design. Like obviously it's the same traditional costume, but like the way he looks in this game, he looks pretty badass. Honestly, he looks super dope, and like you know, obviously he's like the Ryu of the King of Fighters, and yeah, man, he's awesome. And obviously we have Roberto with the fast kicks and you know the juggles, and I'm just glad that they're in. You know, the legacy characters we all love to see back in this new updated game and how they look. I'm glad they kept Roberto's look from 14 back transferred to here, so I really like that design. And
yeah, it looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah, I just can't wait for you guys to play. It's just
I want to get into fighting games. I want to get like a fight stick and everything.
Oh,
so
nice.
Because I play Smash, I play Melee, but that's the only fighting game I've played. And you know, all the anime fighters, King of Fighters, got Street Fighter, stuff like that. They all look super interesting and right up my alley, but I've just never sat down and like learned one of them.
Learn the combos. Like you have to put time into those. Like obviously you put time in the Melee. Like there's combos you gotta perfect.
Yeah.
Wave dashing and all that. Yeah, it's just all due time.
Yeah.
And with that, we move on to the next gaming news. We're flying on by. Back for Blood. Have you heard of this game, Josh?
I didn't, but then I saw the trailer for it because I looked up the news that David sent me.
Yeah.
So I looked up it. It looks really cool, actually. I like the whole card system's like really interesting. It reminds me of like how all the cards have different effects and stuff, and you have to like use them. It reminds me of like FGO's card system.
Yeah, with like their
although completely different genres of game, but it's just the way like how you could use like certain cards to like buff your opponents and stuff like that.
Yeah. And have you ever played a Left 4 Dead game?
Left 4 Dead.
I haven't, but I know what it is. Like I know a bit about it.
So yeah, it's basically those people that made that game. They're making this game as well. Obviously, it shows in the gameplay. But yeah, it's interesting how because when I saw the trailer, like how these cards they changed the whole game. Like if you're like the host of the lobby, I'm guessing, and then whatever the 4 players bring to the table as well, and to like counteract the leaders, the lobbies, cards themselves. I'm just kind of.
It's really unique, and it looks like it's like they're changing up the formula for shooters.
Yeah, because Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 were basically like you could do this mission, follow this area, get the weapon, get the gas tank, put the gas tank in the thing. It was pretty much a step-by-step kind of thing that you follow. And on this one, with these cards, are adding more challenges to the game itself. It's not going to be one particular thing. Now you got to do certain things. They have events within the game where it changes the usual, usual formula. You get me? When you're playing this type of game.
Yeah, my only beef with like the whole card system is like obviously there's no loot boxes. Like a lot of games don't like to do that format no more. But with cards being in, I could feel like this could be like maybe pay to win or like pay to.
Yeah, it'd be like gotcha aspects
at
in
this
it.
point, and like trying to unlock them will be like super hard and stuff.
Yeah, and you have like the really OP cards
and like
stuff like that. Like there's gonna be a meta with this.
Yeah, like why would I use this card when this card does that plus more?
Yeah.
So that's my whole big worry with it, and
we'll see what happens when the game comes out.
Yeah. So obviously it's well, when is it coming out actually?
I think in October 12th.
October 12th
on all consoles.
And everything, like PS4, PS5, Xbox One, everything, PC. So look forward to that. And with that, move on with the next news. Next gaming news. This is an interesting one. Josh, have you heard of a studio called Illumination Works?
I think I have, yeah.
If you haven't, I don't know if you've ever been to the movie theaters where there's a cute yellow guy called a minion.
Oh, yes, I know what they are.
Okay, so this big studio, they are working with Nintendo.
Oh boy, that's wow.
Yes,
that is crazy news, actually.
Yes,
oh, it is.
Yes, so because
they've been working with Nintendo, but now they're pushing it more. So now the CEO of Illumination has joined the Nintendo company.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yes, and I don't know if you knew, or if anyone else knew, that they're working on a new Mario movie.
That's slated to come out on 2022
next year
for the Super Mario movie. And the thing that's cool that they're doing is letting Shigeru Miyamoto,
yeah,
to have control of his characters,
his baby.
Yeah,
his baby.
That's good because there's been quite a few Mario movies that have existed.
Yeah, and Illuminations, they're okay studio. There's some movies I'm just like whatever.
Their animation's
I'm
good.
Waiting
though.
for the Minions Mario crossover.
Oh jeez.
Oh damn.
Oh lord.
Don't give them ideas. Oh man.
No man. You know what?
Happening.
They're gonna. You know what's gonna take over the Minions?
What?
The mushrooms.
Toads?
Yeah, the toads.
Oh,
God. But yeah,
it's interesting. So
it's cool to see. Maybe like they got other projects, like
other properties too. Other Nintendo properties too. It'll be cool having a Link movie.
So my quick question: if you could pick any Nintendo franchise to be adapted to a movie, what would it be? You got one, Josh?
Maybe like Metroid. I think that'd be a cool movie.
Nice, yeah.
F-Zero.
F-Zero too, yeah, but I don't know. I think Nintendo's just forgotten.
Yeah,
that
that's
exists.
a forgotten franchise. I mean, this is just fans talking. Man, obviously, no one mentioned the Zelda franchise, man.
I mean, that's kind of a give me. Like, we're gonna get a movie
that would
for
be,
Zelda
yeah,
franchise, obviously.
that would be the second thing they'll do.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that because I don't know if you ever saw a video. It's been years now. Like some fan made a Zelda crossover with Ghibli animation, and it looks gorgeous. Like, it looks fantastic, and I really wanted it to happen, but it was just a little fan project. but yeah, we'll see.
I think next. No, never mind. I doubt it. Pokemon, but Pokemon's by.
Yeah, Pokemon already has their movies.
Yeah,
they
have the
because
Pokemon
they're like
company.
Game Freak runs that, right?
Yeah, it's not actually like full Nintendo.
Nah.
Yeah. We already have Detective Pikachu. It's okay.
Yeah.
Smash movie, bro.
Smash movie. You
Uh,
gotta set up the universe, man.
That's true.
Gotta have your own universes now. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see with this joint forces.
It's exciting.
We'll see.
Definitely.
We'll see this film, first film.
Yes.
Then,
we'll see how good this Mario movie will be.
Yeah, next year. Technically, yeah.
All right, with that, move on to the next news. We have, yes. All right, Josh, have you ever watched, I don't know, these movies called Girl Who Left Through Time, Summer Wars, Wolf Children?
Oh, I definitely know of them. I have not watched them, but I know of them. And yes, the director is coming out with a new
and that's what we're talking.
New movie.
That is what we're talking about. Belle.
Yeah.
Belle's new very anticipated in my book.
I love the director's like art style.
Yeah.
For these movies, they look so unique.
Yes, it's very unique, and it's like jaw-dropping at moments of like the world he set up. And I'm a big fan. I have all his movies already, and for a guy who's only been here for like 10 years in the industry, he left his mark already. So whatever more projects he brings out, I just can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I need to still, obviously, I gotta watch Girl Who Leapt Through Time. That's like a classic.
Yeah, it's first, and obviously there's a reason why the studio logo is her.
Yeah. And Summer Wars too. I've known Summer Wars for years, but I just never got around to watching it.
Yeah, I really recommend them. But yes, Belle that will be coming out next month. No, in July for Japan, and it's basically about like kind of like an idol of the internet, and like it's kind of I don't know all the pieces, but like she look like she's been gone, she's been missing, and like the world's like, where the hell she's gone, where she's been, and then we see obviously the real world and the digital world in this case, and how they're gonna solve this mystery.
Yeah, because the trailer was entertaining, from what it was. I like it where it goes to 3D to pretty much 2D at the same time. Like whenever they go into the digital world area, it's always 3D from what we saw in the trailer. I don't know if it changes later on, but I like the whole aspect of changing. Kind of reminded me of Summer Wars.
Yeah, I had that same feeling too when they were in the digital world. So I can't wait to see it. Hopefully we get more information. The trailer was great, so if you haven't seen it, I really highly recommend watching it and tell us your opinions about it. See what you guys take on it. And with that, we move on to the next anime news, because we have a lot of anime news. This was just dropped today as the dad is recording. Overlord's getting a fourth season. Not only is it getting a fourth season, it is getting also a movie adaptation. And who's excited for the fourth season?
I haven't seen the show.
Oh, okay.
So, but I've heard good things, things and bad things. And
there is
everything between.
This show's a mixed bag. Yeah. Because, you know what? You go first, Omar.
Yeah. Obviously, this has a huge following in the anime world.
Of course, man. Fourth season.
Yeah. The first season was great, and then I think from there,
best season.
Yeah, I think from there it kind of went downhill for me, at least, and especially in the third season. I was like, they rushed this pretty badly. But I completely forgot about Overlord. But we'll see how maybe you captured me on this fourth season. I'm willing to give it another shot, but this will be my last shot for them.
Yeah. No, this show's only entertaining when Ainz is there.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing. Like, some of the supporting casts I really don't like. The supporting cast I do like, but like the back characters, like they bring them in here, like the lizard people. Like we get their story and stuff. I really didn't care as much of them. Like Albedo, Sheltier, I'm bad with names, but the rest of the cast are fine. But whenever it comes to like other characters, I really didn't care. I like how Ainz has his own, he has his hidden persona kind of thing. He's like a regular knight kind of thing. I like when he goes like that once in a while. And then when Ainz goes full power mode, that's cool too. But this show, it's a back and forth kind of thing. Like, first season is the best season. Second season was
it was okay.
It was okay. Third season, it kind of fell apart a bit too.
It's because when the third season came in, it was like literally right after the second one. Like it gave like a season break, and then we were on to season 3, which I guess for fans that was great, but like the animation of it just dropped badly. It was disgusting to look at, especially with the CGI goblin army. Ooh.
And to know that this is by Madhouse.
Yeah. That's upsetting.
That's upsetting to know that, you know.
Madhouse are like amazing usually with their animation.
Not this time.
I think they had 2 animes that came out that season when season 3 came out.
Maybe that's why.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm glad they took a break to, give us season 4. But yeah, if it doesn't get me back, I'm done with the show. But if you're looking forward to it, season 4.
Of course, man.
And the movie, there's no title for the movie, and I don't know. Well, we don't know when it's coming out soon, but look forward to that. Look forward to that. And with that, we move on to the next anime news. Dare Productions, a well-beloved production studio that we talk about all the time, is making a movie. This came out left field as well, and it's called The Abandoned House by the Cape. By the trailer itself, it was just a 30-second trailer. It's mysterious. It's interesting to say the least.
It's kind of it was like it looks like a fantasy world, but it was like a tamed one.
I don't know about fantasy.
Or what did you think?
I thought it looked like. Well, I can see why you say fantasy because of the ending. It was kind of like what was there.
Or you know what? It might be like not fantasy, like story, like monsters kind of thing.
Maybe like a supernatural.
Yeah.
That's why I got the feeling like there's this ghost in the house, like disturbing the peace or something like that. Especially with the title, The Abandoned House by the Cape.
What do you think, Josh?
I thought it looked interesting. It's 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So like what can you really grasp from it? But like it looked cool. It's David Production. They have a good track record of making quality anime.
Yeah.
The art style is different too.
Yeah,
it's very different.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a unique concept.
Yes, and from what we know, in Japan it will be released in August 27th. We don't know when in the States.
Yeah, we don't know.
And that would move on to another gaming news that dropped out of nowhere. Toei Animation's Europe division briefly announced a new Dragon Ball Super movie, like out of nowhere. It's in the works. There's no title. There's nothing to go off of.
Yeah, they basically just told us that it's happening.
It is happening. So if you're looking forward to, where the hell is my Dragon Ball Super, fear not. Toei has heard you, and they're on their way, maybe a year or two, but it's happening. And if it's as good as the Brawly movie we had a couple years ago, I can't wait.
Yeah, so that's crazy. To know that they're on the works, but I'm curious how confident are they yet?
We'll see. Obviously, Toei's doing the Dragon Quest Dai series right now, and from what our reactions to it's great. And I liked Super and how it ended, and obviously the Broly movie was great as well.
So what do you think, since you know more about the thing?
About the series?
Yeah.
Is
it gonna continue off the show itself?
I feel like they will go off by the show because obviously what they did with the Broly movie, they tied it with the show. Like Broly is now canon into the Dragon Ball Super universe, and maybe see like a new villain and like maybe like a different take on their villains. You know, it's Dragon Ball, man. Who doesn't like Goku beating up somebody and Vegeta, you know, doing something cool but never beating them up? So, you know, it's Dragon Ball. It's gonna make money no matter what. And with that, we move on to our final news.
Kind of news,
but
everyone here in the podcast cannot stop talking about it. It's Komi, can't communicate. It is finally getting anime adaptations. So we say it has been leaked by the Shonen Jump manga, I think. And yes, what are you guys' thoughts? It's finally here. Might happen.
Yeah, I'm still in kind of denial. Like, even though sources say like it's kind of just a leak and a rumor from someone, but I don't know. It's hard to believe because the show itself the manga itself was so entertaining. I enjoy her so much that I just can't wait to watch it. But it's hard to say. You guys, since you guys don't know about it, well, what do you guys know about it?
I definitely know about Komi. It's very interesting. I haven't read the manga because honestly, it's super intimidating. It's like 200 something, 300 chapters. But I see the character everywhere. I see Komi everywhere. Everyone loves her. She's like, it's a really interesting series about some really attractive woman who has like really bad social anxiety and can't talk to people.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see an anime of it.
Yeah. Omar got some sense of a show a while back where it was the same concept with the Komi. You remember, Omar?
What show?
The one where she was doing what is it when she was writing on the?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was like a short show, right?
Ravi, if you were editing, put it on the screen. No, but we watched the show and it had the same kind of premise in a way where she couldn't communicate.
Like she's writing in poems, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
And like in the string poem thing. I mean, I'm looking up.
Calligraphy, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably wrong.
Well, either way,
Ravi will put it on the screen.
Ravi will save us.
We're talking about.
But yeah, I can't wait to see what all the big fuss is about.
Yeah, it looks cute. I think that's why everyone likes it. It's just cute.
Yeah, she's a cute design, and just her not able to speak already got me hooked. So if you're a big Komi fan, watch out.
Especially Ravi.
Yeah, if Ravi was here, oh man.
He would have gave us paragraphs.
Yeah. He even wrote to us and said, "Man, I wish I could talk about this."
Yeah.
And with that, I like to wrap up the podcast, man. That's all our news, and yeah, man, it was a very good, interesting week to say the least. We say goodbye.
Yeah, lots of news, lots of anime, lots of
dads.
A lot of stuff.
Yes. And we say goodbye to one show, but it was a great ending for our first season. And with that, my name is Omar.
My name's David.
And I'm Josh.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and share if we think we're cool. And with that, goodbye, guys.
Laters.
See ya.